I am in my new space. Have a look and hopefully we can make some art. This holiday season has been kind of crazy for me. Maybe it has been a little crazy for you, especially with the unexpected weird weather. So that inspired me to create something with all blue paint. This is my little temporary painting table. I still have to arrange everything. I have my acrylic paint in here. Hopefully I can have my station ready soon enough, but I wanted to paint instead of just unpacking and unpacking. Grab some paint brushes, some acrylic paint, and let's see what happens. Seriously, sorry for such a horrible video. I feel like 10 years ago when I was starting with the recording and stuff on my channel, because I didn't have the extra arm for above filming, so I had everything in a strange angle, but I wanted to paint and I wanted to tell you a little bit of what has been happening, and boy, do I have a story to tell you. So, a while back, we bought a property, and it was our dream to move for a long time. But you know how it goes when you want to do something and then you have to wait because 20 other things have to be done first. That was the case here. We rented it out to people that came recommended as, very trustworthy. And yeah, they were trustworthy, but what they didn't say is that they were going to have their workers living in here, not the family. I think I want her with a mitten because the topic of the Artsy Second Sunday is snowmen, mittens, and winter things. So here's a mitten, more or less. So when we were busy far away, no one told us, and there was no way for us to know that these people were having smoked meat on regular basis. The smoke damage they made was horrible, and we just learned about it as we were moving inside of the house and putting our boxes and everything. It was horrible. I cannot even tell you how disgusting and annoying and oh my gosh, frustrating it's been. We spend weeks and weeks cleaning, and we actually have not been able to even really unpack because of the cleaning. I started this video, believe it or not, like 2 weeks ago, but things keep happening. I had to stop at that time, and now I am continuing. So right now is January. The blizzard is gone. Let me know how cold it got wherever you are, especially in the States. I know it was bad in some areas, but it was much worse in the north of the US. And going back to this, I think she's going to have a little beret over here of sorts, and then a little ponytail. Since it's pencil, I'm not sure what you can see and what you cannot see. So this is her face, her hair, her little mitten. If I run out of time in this video because we only have 10 minutes, I will continue in a different video. So keep me company. Here we go. The white doors to the outside were black. I hired somebody to come and help us. And because it was the holidays, it's been really hard to find anybody. It's been different, to say the least, and to put it very politely. I, besides being exceedingly disappointed in those people, there's no way of doing anything else because we just trusted too much to the wrong people. The deposit on the house didn't even cover the damage on material and on labor. They broke the front door. So my husband had to be there, number one, buying a new lock. Number two, trying to find a locksmith that would come like emergency, which this area doesn't have much of that. And the fastest we could do was the next day or the day after, like a couple of days, and that was the emergency. And on top of that, the truck with our belongings was coming up next day. My husband was working in the cold weather till like midnight when he finally managed to pull the broken parts to put the new doorknob and the whole system to open a regular door. Next day, the people with the boxes and whatever, the moving guys, arrived, and it was so many things going on so fast. It's always stressing, but this level of stress was completely beyond me, out of my experience. They put boxes, like if it said living room, they stuff it in the garage, and if it said for a guest room or a main bedroom or whatever, they put it on the kitchen, or the kitchen stuff was outside, and it was just a big discombobulation of mess. Also, the tenants, former tenants, broke blinds, so my husband and I went to shop for new blinds. This was supposed to be a no pet place, and I have dog damage, stains, and some of the other blinds on another room are chewed up. So, more blinds to buy. And one of the rooms stunk so horrible, you couldn't even walk in there. And the more we clean, the worse it smelled. And I know this is not the kind of thing that you want to hear in a painting video, but I just wanted to give you a little update. But our journaling, not only the writing part, but for me is the visual part, helps a lot to digest some crazy things that are happening around sometimes. Most of the time, we just all live a simple, happy life. And sometimes life just throws you surprises. This seriously had me crying. I was so upset. It's been difficult. And then the holidays, the plans that I had, which were simple plans, still didn't happen. The good thing is that we have found some very nice, friendly people around here. We went to get food, and they gave me, I wanted a slice of pecan pie. They gave me the whole box, the whole pie. That was really nice. Trying to find the positive among with the terrible. It always helps. You know how we all have our favorite brushes? The one brush that you always look for when you want to start painting, certain parts especially. This is not one of them. I'm making all the kinds of marks that I don't want. If you don't have a lot of time to be creative, close to impossible to sit and do a large painting, art journaling can be the best way to express yourself creatively. It's a wonderful way to find a little time through your day to paint, to create, to collage. 15 minutes a day can make a big difference if you are the art inclined type. Some other people prefer to go jogging or doing any other activity, but this channel is about art, so I'm sticking to art. Even if the result is not what you expected, it still helps you, and it can be so rewarding. One important thing is to be kind to yourself. Art journaling is all about self-expression, is your unique style. You don't have to show it to anybody. It doesn't have to be Instagram ready, but it is just something for you. It's you dancing with your paintbrush. In my case, not the paintbrush I wanted, but that's okay. It's still something fun to do, and to me, it's so relaxing. This, by the way, is not black, in case that is looking black in the screen. It is a very dark Prussian blue. And pretty soon I'm thinking that I'm going to run out of good light. So I will have to stop my painting session, which might be a good thing at this point. As a kind of like highlight, and if I don't like it, which I'm not, I went way too wide, but we're just playing. It's okay. And for some reason, suddenly it started to dry the paint really fast. I'm crossing my fingers that I can find my brushes soon, because although I firmly believe in larger brush to lose your work, when I'm trying to do some type of an illustration, you need some finer brushes. But this is folk and it's cute. I have been working on my page only with daylight, so it's been a slow process. The face is going to be in the next video. Click in the information box below to see the next participant, and remember to keep your paintbrush wet.